Hello and welcome back to the Gaming Guild. Alex here with some more V Rising. So last time took on a couple bosses. We got Clive and Flora. Today we're going to be trying for Nicholaus. Pretty close by. Can be a tricky fight, but I actually haven't fought him in quite a while, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I did a little bit more grinding off camera. I do have the entire Merciless armor set. I was looked up and saw that Grace in the Armorer always drops at least one book each time that you fight him for one of the armor pieces. So I just fought him a few times. Finally he dropped one of the leggings, so I have that now. Altogether my level is 41. I just have some worker blood. Was the only high level blood that I saw recently. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. The one downside to Nicholaus's area is that it's actually north of me here. None of the enemies there have blood. They're all skeletons. So if I did lose my blood just from healing and such, there's not really anywhere to gain some more. One nice thing about this graveyard is I don't really need to worry about the sun coming out. These guys are quite a bit harder, just given that I can't finish them off the way I could a human enemy. With humans I would get them down pretty close to dying, and then I'd just go to bite them and do the quick kill. But with skeletons I just have to kill them completely. These guys are pretty strong, even though Nicholaus is level 35, everything in this area is right around his level as well. So it's definitely a way to soften up the players before they get to the boss. Little skulls flying around do quite a lot of damage if they blow up next to me. Luckily I do have this blood mend ability to quickly get my health back, but it goes through my blood pretty quickly. you see on my map here, Nicholaus is just up in this tallest segment here. Alright, I'll try and see. But remember, last time I fought him, I had to do a lot of big circles just to keep him from hitting me too often. I'm gonna clear a little bit of this out. Just because I don't want anything to impede me. Already done quite a bit of damage to me.
Will be mine.
Ooh. So we're there. You want to watch to make sure he doesn't heal himself. Oof.
Let's test that meat suit of yours.
Ooh.
Your bones will be mine.
Keep on timing that really badly.
Be mine.
Let's see. What's a better way of doing that?
A pleasing slumber.
Let's see. I do have some potions. So this gives me, 40% of my health back over 10 seconds. The effect is less in combat, but let's see. I'll throw this on. My spell power is already, well, it's 21.5, so 4 points might make the difference. Some of those aftershocks, pretty big area of effect, might do enough damage to one-shot a lot of those skeletons. So hold on to that. Take some of these Blood Rose brews. Surprised I don't have any like healing salves or anything. Vermin salve. So I could turn rats into healing items, but it's not as good as the Blood Rose brew. But I don't have a recipe for the Blood Rose Brew, so... I'll try this out, see if I can get some blood. Sorry, Bastion's being a little problematic right now. I don't know why. It's actually after dinner time right now, so usually he's pretty good, but I think he's just mad that he's not getting any attention. I'm gonna have to pause for just a second to deal with the cat. Alright, well, it is nighttime now anyway, so there was that 40% brute that would have been really nice to get. I was a little distracted, so try to see if we can find something else. I was hoping to find something quickly. If we're fast enough, we can get back through that graveyard before a whole bunch of enemies respawn. Let's see, what do we have in here? %, 9. Warrior 45? I would take that. Unless he died to normal combo. %. Right now, I would take it. Alright, I'll take a few hits. All Warrior is going to give me is a little bit more physical damage, which isn't bad because I am going to be using the Crushing Blow quite a bit to damage Nicholaus. So hopefully between the blood and the enchanted brew, I'll be doing enough damage not to worry too much about you know, a blood type that has a little bit more survivability. Everything respawned. think I lost them. Yeah, they're all running back down there. So I want to grab my stuff, kind of like a Dark Souls game. Just don't want that to disappear. He's giving me a second, so do a quick mend just so I'm topped off. I'm gonna use that potion, and alright, see if we can do this.
The ritual is almost complete. You will not interfere. Behold!
Not too bad so far.
Let's test that meat suit of yours. Your bones will be mine. Behold! These will be mine. This is not the first time.
Luckily with the bosses, you can extract the blood without getting attacked.
New knowledge acquired.
Definitely a lot easier the second time. It helped that I was kind of learning a strategy after the first one, but yeah, not the funnest fight. A little bit like Clive, where he really started just making the battlefield dangerous to exist in. I'm gonna jump off the north side here. And head back to the castle. So yeah, that was Nicholaus. Spell, I don't really care too much about. Any good bloods? Ooh, a 49% rogue. Something. So, the structure that Nicholaus gives is the paper press. Basically, I can take sawdust, I think something else, to be able to get paper. It's kind of, once I get past Act 1, into Act 2, there's like a new research desk. I think it's the study, and it requires scrolls instead of paper and books. So the scrolls is like the next tier of learning new recipes for things. And getting the paper press right before the last boss of this act is kind of the way of the game saying, alright, here, learn the rest of your recipes. You need everything at your disposal to defeat Quincey and be able to get ready for the next part of the game. see. Torn banners and curtains. Ring of Spellweaver. And that looks like it. Also, oh, I got a second one, but I can break that one down. Throw it in there. Refinement. Paper press. I need copper ingots and planks. It looks like I need a library floor, which I don't have. And I think that's actually like a tier 2 floor. So I probably won't be getting that anytime soon. But I can at least make a paper press for now. Since the floor doesn't matter too much, I'm going to throw it in here. So yeah, plant fiber, which I have tons of, and sawdust makes paper. Once I do have a library floor, it'll be nice having a smaller recipe, just make better use of the sawdust that I do have. For now I have quite a bit, so let's get as much of this loaded in as I can. I'm gonna pick up this fish. Let's just throw you guys in here for now. I know later I can make oil out of it, but don't really have use for it right now. Well, I do still have 23 minutes on this potion. I can grab these again, and I can take these with me. And almost daytime. Well, it is daytime. I think I'll use that to travel and get up to where Quincey is. I'm pretty much maxed out for everything right now. I have the best weapons I can get, the Merciless Copper. The best armor I can get, Merciless Night Stalker. I have a full set. So I'm getting an extra gear level just from having a full set. I have a level 12 ring, so I'm really, level 41 is the max I'm going to be able to get right now. I could probably get a little bit higher if I had a high level brute, which I'll keep an eye out in Quincey's area. But I think, 49% blood and having full blood, still having my enchanted brew active, this is probably going to be my best chance for an attack. Actually, before I get too far, let's go ahead and mark Quincey. I know where he is, but just so that you guys can see the blood trail. He is right up here, Bandit Stronghold. So, having my castle in a centralized location, yeah, Pelora and Clive were pretty far away. I think the bear is pretty far on the other side here. But a lot of the ones that I was going after are right in the center. So I've been nice and close to them. So you've been seeing this a stalker. They're a brute type. I think they started showing up in Clive's area. but they can immobilize me with that spear of theirs. Pretty dangerous. So I want to definitely avoid that javelin throw that he did. So I could blow up that door, or I can go over to this other door on the other side here. Nobody's really...
Have the proper tool.
Okay, and I'm going to use one of those, set it down, and
this isn't working.
Ignite it. So again, kind of like a lot of the other places, pretty dangerous during the daytime to be going in here. But I can do a little bit of reconnaissance without worrying too much. Just want to stick to the shade as much as possible. So far, nothing stands out being good blood type. Kind of looking at the shadows right now just to see when a cloud is going by. Kind of use that to my advantage to attack. Alchemy Lab Florin, already have that. I can't remember if it was the last episode or in between episodes. I went back and fought Clive a second time, found Alchemy Lab Fluorine and the Merciless sword and mace. Can't remember if I had those ahead of time or not, but found a lot of the things that I was hoping for during my grinding, so it's kind of been nice for getting ready for the end here. This guy I want 87% brute. Perfect timing. It just gives me that one extra gear level, attack speed, some life leech. and actually increases my healing potential when I use a healing item. And I got some more Night Stalker boots. I want to take a little bit of a look around down here. It's still the beginning of night, so I have plenty of time to get up to Quincey. There's the other big door. Those guys aren't really worth my time. So, the bandit stronghold is pretty big. If you haven't finished the first tier of unlocking all of your recipes and everything, this is a great place to just, especially when you're playing with a group, just come in here a few different times, clean house. You can usually find some decent blood types in here. Just used that vermin salve. That way I could get a little bit of healing while I'm outside of combat and not use up quite as much of my blood. I definitely want to keep this blood through the Quincey fight. So there's a little bit of stuff done there, but don't want to do too much yet. Chests in there. Alright, here's Quincey. Alright, so I have 13 minutes on my enchanted brew. Full health, pretty much full blood. Number 4 is my Blood Rose brew. It does delay me a second while I take it, and the effects aren't going to be as good in combat, but if it gives me a big opening, try it. I know he's going to have a really powerful special attack. This spot on my hotbar down here, ultimate spell. He's the first boss that gives me an ultimate spell, and he's going to be using that against me periodically. So keep an eye out for it. It's going to be powerful. I'm going to hate it. But yeah, let's get to it.
Make this a story worth telling.
That wasn't it. That's it. I think. Seems to be what I remember. It's a forward charge. Oof. That one hurt a lot. button. I think I was close to that button.
Show me what you've got. Rise to the challenge. Show me what you've got.
That... I was not familiar with that attack. He did some interesting aura effect there.
Show me what you've got. A rousing battle.
That is not fair. It does stun him for a second, but if you see, he has a ton of health.
Show me what you've got. A rousing battle.
So close.
Oh, no.
Yes!
I didn't think I could.
I was really worried for a lot of that. I might have seemed to be in control, but any second he could have beat me. That was incredible. Picked up stone ornaments. Weird. Forged flooring versus copper axes. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that was Quincey. Boss of the first act of the game. So yeah, Merciless Charge. It's the ultimate attack that he gave me. Inflicts a stun for 1.5 seconds. Yep, unlocks the smithy and the tailor bench, both for the next area worth of equipment, iron and hollow fang battle gear. At some point I'll probably go back and find the rat and the ferocious bear, but I probably won't even do that on... I might do it on a recording, but yeah. Feels good. Let's see, let's go to my blood. Unlock that. Ultimate ability. Merciless Charge. So that's very long cooldown, 2.5 minutes. But it's a very powerful attack. Of course, in a boss fight, I pretty much only get one use out of it, and that's it. So, do have to use it pretty strategically in the future. But yeah. Let's see, still, I'm probably pretty close to upgrading my castle heart again. I'm not too concerned about it, but just kind of a good thing for me to know. Let's see, stone ornaments, unlocked that. Still have quite a few things here. I'm not quite ready to just start grabbing paper and filling in what I'm missing. Probably do another grind session to try to really find as much of this as I can before I just start throwing paper in there. For now, start breaking some stuff down. I have one explosive box I didn't need, so these can be used for other things besides the walls and doors that I showed with getting into the stronghold. They also destroyed the massive resource veins. As I find those, it'll just be nice to knock them down. They give a lot of resources all at once. Let's see, 103 paper. Alright, so just to recap, that is all of the bosses of Act 1 except for the rat and the bear. Next is Act 2. First one is Beatrice, but basically that is all of Farbane Woods completed. Again, the rat and the bear are just kind of hiding on the outskirts somewhere. Never actually fought them before, or never fought the rat before. I think the bear is in here or something. But the next place, basically Act 2 of the game, is in the farmlands, the Dunley farmlands. Right here is a large iron mine, which is pretty much my next location now that I've unlocked iron equipment. The game kind of expects me to take one of the paths up here to get into the iron mine. It's really dangerous in there, so I kind of have to sneak in, get the iron, and then get back out. Meanwhile, the farms themselves scattered about all have garlic, so it makes it pretty dangerous just to collect materials. A lot of the fields have cotton, which I need the cotton, but need to avoid the garlic. It's all a conundrum. There's also some towns. Don't think the map does a really good job of showing the towns, but like this is a little town here, and it's just what you'd expect. There's town guards around, you know, common people with like the worker type, just going about their day. And I'll start finding more of the bosses, the V-Bloods, scattered throughout. Very similar to the woods, except instead of being bandits, they're more normal people, knights and priests and your basic heroes. But that's going to do it for this series. I'm sure in the future I'll do videos here and there of just particular boss fights. I'm sure I'll do a video on fighting Beatrice and you know, if I can make stuff with the loom or something like that. At some point I definitely want to show the fight against Tristan. It's really fun. You know, he gives great swords, turning regular blood essence into greater blood essence. Bane the Shadow Blade is one I'm looking forward to. He wasn't around last time I played this game, and he gives you a human form. So you can actually turn into a human and interact with traders and be able to trade all those coins I've been getting in for items. I don't know. I've never seen this before. So Now this is about as far as I've ever gotten in the game anyways, is taking on Christina and Craig and Vincent. So yeah, I'll probably do those in other videos later, but that's going to be it for this series as of now. So thanks everyone for joining me. This has been a great adventure, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye.